We are having way too much fun doing these. Okay, moving along, let me give you now, let's set up, if you would, a basic scenario. And the reason I want to do this is when we go from here on out, I'm going to give you 7 clear steps to follow in doing the note business. But I want to start with the basic scenario so that you understand exactly what it is that we're buying and how we're going to make money on it. The basic scenario is this. Let's go back a few years in time, if you would, and let's say that Sam is selling a property to Barbara. So we've got Sam seller and Barbara buyer, and the best way to show that is we'll do a little box with S in it for Sam, and Sam is selling the property to Barbara, the buyer. Okay, Sam seller, Barbara buyer. Sam sells the property to Barbara. Now, Barbara goes to a bank and says, "Hey, Countrywide, or hey, New Century, or somebody, can you give me a loan?" And the bank says, "Oh man, your credit's pretty good, but can't prove your income. You don't fit in the nice little box. You spend more than you should. Whatever, you've been on the job for too short a time, we can't give you a loan." So now she goes back to Sam and says, "Sam, I got a little bit of a problem. I really want to buy your house. I've got some money to put forth as a down payment. The problem is the bank won't approve me. Sam, can I get you to carry paper? In other words, can I owe you and make monthly payments to you every month rather than owing the bank?" Now Sam's thinking to himself, well, let's see, if I took all that money and the bank gave me anyway, I'd probably just invested in a CD or invested in a low interest bearing account. So Sam's thinking to himself, well, this is pretty cool. I can get 10% of my money, and it's secured by a property I'm already familiar with in a town that I know. Okay, that sounds good, Barbara. So here's what happens. Sam sells the property to Barbara. Barbara, in turn, creates an IOU that she gives back to Sam. Okay, so now let's say that we've got a $100,000 house. We'll just do that over here if I can figure out where everything is. We've got a $100,000 house, and again, if you live in California or Florida, your house may be worth this again someday, but for right now you might want to just add a 0. It's a $100,000 house. There we go. And Barbara gives Sam, let's just say for grins, she gives him $20,000 down, and Sam carries back a lien for $80,000. So this IOU right here is for $80,000. Now, let's go back to this. Barbara's got $20,000 equity in this property. Sam carried back a first lien for $80,000. It's a seller finance lien. And so now Barbara gives Sam at the closing table the $20,000, but she also gives him an IOU saying, "Hey Sam, guess what? I owe you $80,000. And here are the terms that I'm going to repay that $80,000. And she also gives him what? She signs a document, the mortgage, that's the lien against her property, that basically says, "Hey Sam, I realize that if I don't pay, I don't stay." So Sam's got a note and deed of trust for $80,000. It's a receivable from Barbara that at some point in the future Sam can sell. But for right now, Barbara's paying Sam every single month. Sam's receiving the money every month. He's got a note and a deed of trust and a lien against her property. That's it. 3.5 minutes.